Healthcare reform, such a hot button issue these days. Well, it's health insurance stocks that are some of the best performers in today's session. And Bloomberg's Zara Burton is tracking those insurers for us today. She joins us now with what's triggering the buying.
And Laurie, this all coming on the back of these reports that we got out this morning, talking about President Obama trying to get more specific on the details surrounding healthcare reform. Of course, these 46 million people who he says are uninsured. He's trying to do that by the end of this year. And in order to do that, David Axelrod, he's coming out now, senior advisor for the Obama administration. He's coming out and saying, you know what? We are here. We're entering the final phases of this debate, and they're going to do what they have to in order to bring this to a successful close. So maybe some investors out there are taking this to mean that the public health insurance plan may not be on the table in the final stages of all this. That has been a threat to these insurers, these private insurers. This public health insurance plan could potentially drive them out of business, this according to various Republicans. And of course, one of the leading negotiators, health negotiators from the Republican side, Senator Chuck Grassley, he's of Iowa, talking to the Associated Press and talking about the fact that this public health insurance plan is not going to be part of the final analysis here, given the fact that the Senate Finance Committee still needs to redo, or they have not yet presented this legislation. So maybe they're thinking to themselves, these investors out there, that this public health insurance plan will not be a threat to these private insurers. So you're seeing them rally today. We're talking about stocks like United Health, Humana, big jumps up, WellPoint as well on that list, as you can see right now, and really on a day when stocks have been fluctuating through gains and losses. So definitely some huge gains for these individual stocks, and a big run-up since the March low as well. You're talking about a 66% gain overall from that March low through now. Guys.
Zara Burton, many thanks. And software stocks have rallied on the hopes that corporate IT demand will improve, but is the sector due for a correction? Markets reporter Sheila Dharmarajan has that. Sheila.
Hi there, Laurie. The bottom line is that software stocks are up big, but demand hasn't bounced back. We looked at 21 software stocks, and some big names are in there. SAP, Fair Isaac, Salesforce.com. And wow, have they rallied. Look at that chart. You can see that these stocks are almost back to pre-Lehman levels. I talked to Michael Nemiroff at Wedbush Morgan, and he said that investors have been rotating into software stocks based on future demand. Q3, Q4 tend to be seasonally strong quarters for software companies, so the bet is that the top line is coming back.
So is it too late for investors to get into these names?
Not necessarily. I mean, Wedbush Morgan thinks that there might be a chance still to get in. Wedbush says that they remain concerned that the rally in software shares over the last few months have been based more on expectations that demand will improve rather than any real evidence of it. So, for example, Laurie, Michael said the recurring revenue estimates have been lowered on average by 42%. Licensing growth also turning negative. And here's one more interesting nugget for you, Laurie. Wedbush Morgan publishes a survey where they ask IT managers about spending. And the latest survey, it's at 80% of managers think it will be a challenging year ahead. So not a screaming endorsement for more demand. You've seen some of those numbers that are falling. So there still might be a chance for correction in the sector and a chance for investors to get in, Laurie. Back to you.
Sheila Dharmarajan, thank you.